I'm at Encore. This is right when coronavirus was hitting, and like I was hearing about it on the news and stuff, but like it didn't mean much to me. And I forget what team it was specifically. I want to say it was Utah Jazz. They were in town playing the Celtics, and I didn't see the headline until 2 days later. But they were at Encore the same night I was there, and there 3 players from Utah Jazz went there, and they all ended up coming down with COVID. And this was like some of the first cases of COVID in the United States and Massachusetts. And like there's a lot of stuff linked to it, but like they found a Harvard professor trying to flee the country, all right, going back to China, and they caught him with vials of diseases and shit, like stuff that was actually linked to COVID. But that was like right around the time. But I was at Encore the night these Utah Jazz players were there. I didn't know they were there, but I was there. I had a room, and I hadn't slept in a while, and I didn't know if it was just because I was really tired, but I remember before I went up to my room, brought my stuff up there, and then I went down out to the casino, and I walked into the casino probably around midnight, 1 a.m., and like I bet you the Utah Jazz players were there, but I remember walking in there, like I was very, very familiar with the atmosphere there, and like I knew what the smell was, I knew what the air quality was, like I just know. And like I remember walking in there, and immediately I felt like in a way I was hallucinating, but I wasn't. Like there was like a haze in the whole casino, like almost like someone been smoking in there, but you can't smoke in Encore. All right. And like I remember, next thing I notice is I hear people coughing, like just, and then I start looking around, and I look at people's faces, and like, yo, they visibly looked sick. All right. And like I just thought it was really fucking weird, and I was like, maybe I'm fucking tired. I decided to turn around for once. Like I always sit down at the table, like the slots or something. I decided just, you know what, I'm gonna go back up to my room and sleep. Man, I slept for like 36 hours, some ridiculous. Because and like I remember I was like having fucking cold sweats, and I like when you have this fever and you like have these crazy dreams. Yep. I was having that. And like I remember I woke up and I almost felt like sick. Yeah. All right, and I was like, and then I saw the headline like Utah Jazz players were here on this date. They came down with COVID. And I was like looking at the dates. I'm like, oh shit, I was there. And I was like, that's crazy, because I remember I was like, so. Then I started thinking like conspiracies, and like all kinds of people that work there are Chinese. All right. And like they already had the disease, COVID virus, whatever, linked to the Wuhan labs and in China. And like I also talked to this fucking Navy SEAL when I was at a fucking gas station in Maine, and it was really weird. And like I'll remember it forever, because like this dude came walking up to my car. And like huge dude, like must have been 6'9", and like built like he just gotten out from upstate, like built like a fridge, bro. Like the dude looked like a superhero. All right, and he's like, "Oh, is that a Cane Corso?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Don't come too close, man. Like, there's a mother and she's got her babies in the back seat." And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I used to breed Rottweilers. I'm like, oh, cool. And I started talking to him about, I was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy right now. Like, walking into a fucking grocery store, it's like walking into a scary movie. You got people running around. the aisles are all empty.
Yeah.
It's just,
People still.
and like I was like, he's like, yeah, no, I was told to come up to Maine to get away from all this. He's like, I got some people that I was in the Navy with.
Yeah, they're grouping.
And I was like, oh yeah, you were in the Navy. I was like, he's like, yeah, actually, I was SEAL Team 6. And like at the time, like it didn't really mean much to me, but like I guess SEAL Team 6 is very significant. Like to meet someone from SEAL Team 6, like that's like
what are they doing here?
yo, like that's like the most elite like
Black Ops.
like I know Delta Force is probably top notch, but like SEAL Team 6 is, I think SEAL Team 6 is the team they called to go get Osama bin Laden and everything.
Yeah, that's Black Ops.
All right, like they like the SEAL Team 6 is fucking like top dogs. But anyway, like so this dude starts telling me, he's like, listen, I can't tell you who I heard this from, but I can promise you, because I started telling him some, not my conspiracy theories, but like I told him about what had happened at the casino, and I was like, this ties into what I'm about to say back at the casino. I tell the guy, I was like, listen, I was at the casino the same day Utah Jazz players got it, and like I swear some of the Chinese dealers or some of the Chinese people that work there,
What do they say?
maybe some of the Chinese people that were gambling there, all right, like I swear that they somehow put canisters, like air, like smoke canisters type of deal, where it released the virus, but it almost seemed like it was in the ventilation there.
Yeah.
All right, because I remember the walking in, the whole shit was like hazy, and like people were visibly looking sick, and I was like, this is crazy. I'm gonna go upstairs. And I remember like when I went upstairs, just that brief experience that I had in the casino, I ended up coming down with COVID. All right, like I swear that's why I got, like when you came down with COVID, like you get this crazy fever, your throat would swell up, and like I remember that's how I felt, man. And I like you hear about it when it was first released too. It was like kind of surreal because like it was almost like they were staged released events. Like a bunch of high profile people got them, and that's why they said immediately no large gatherings, because like these things were strategically released to infect high profile people. All right, so like who knows who else was at the casino that night, but like that, you know. And the SEAL Team 6 dude is who confirmed that this shit, he's like, listen, this shit is very real, all right, and I can promise you this is a chemical warfare attack from China. They deliberately released the virus. All right. He said the virus was created in like 2002 or some shit. All right.
Because on the back of fucking Lysol and shit, it says COVID-19 on it.
And like I don't know if he's the one who said this, but like supposedly, man, the Rothschilds family had something to do with having that virus released. Yeah. Yes. Yep. And it just so happens they're the fucking mastermind behind Jeffrey Epstein too, you know? But yeah, I got crazy stories.